Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sooners will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. Noah. At a return. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. Right down the boulevard. He's at the touchdown, Husker. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Lets it go. He makes the catch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in, it's Knight. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long, you're gonna get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
Slips through the line. Touchdown, Cornhusker! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dances away to buy time. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that...
He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but This is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if... There he goes! Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Quick release on the RPO. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Lost to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Throwing on the run. Complete to the right. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Colorado State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the option. Now the pitch. He has the first and still on his feet. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they read the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you run those routes, those curl routes, just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there.
Looking for a deep man. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the inside. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Finds his man. It's Kearney. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cantrell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking to pass. A little release to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Give to the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him bet.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way.
There he goes! The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Bowling Green. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to run it. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. It's caught. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around and find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job on the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Not a chance. Missed it. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to a... A nifty pickup there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Fires downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma offense will go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. That's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Jukes his way for more. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Parker. Defense in the right spot. Him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He's loose. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go.
He tries to take the top off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Well, jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Right back to the well. At the 35, he's loose. Flying out to the left. slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
21. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first one. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. Going for it all. He's got it at the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Parker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming in.
Breaks into the open. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get to the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 31 over Colorado State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's Kearney. Still running at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense putting points on the board.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Running into the open space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Huskers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?